I think that's like 150 carbs in the last 40 minutes. I just did 300 watts, so 8 sets of 5. 4 minutes of nothing. Happy Monday. Let's have us a week. Good morning. Welcome everyone to a new video here on my YouTube channel. My name is Parker Kurth. That's why it's called the Parker Kurth YouTube channel. I think this week is going to be a week of training video. Haven't filmed one of these in a while. I got some fun workouts planned. And so I thought I'd bring you guys along. It's Tuesday today. Didn't film much yesterday, as you guys saw. Mondays are pretty easy, typical recovery days. Yesterday I had a 4.2K swim and a 90-minute bike. That was about it. And we had a bunch of miscellaneous stuff we had to go do. We had to go to the bank. We had to go to the dentist. What else do? We got some groceries. Typical Monday stuff. Had a few meetings. Mondays are usually my lightest training days, but my heaviest errand days. So I like to put all my stuff that isn't training related on Monday. Try to front load my week. Anyway, today, as you guys saw, it's it's just after 3:30 now. We're gonna head to the pool. I think we have a 5K swim, and we have a VO2 bike workout after, and a fun run to do. So should be a good one. I'm gonna do some work first, and then the pool doesn't open until 5, so we got about an hour before we gotta start getting ready. Whew. Feeling good though. Slept good last night. Three 400s, descend. No, 4 300s, pull paddles. 4 200s, swim. 4 100s, pull paddles. Descend 1 through 4.
4 300.
On top. No, water break was included in the workout.
Keep it up now. Keep it up.
We gotta hop in the cool plunge after. Whew.
Yeah.
The hot tub. Want to leave the viewers with any words of wisdom?
Good training session this morning. I'm excited about where I'm at. Once I do the Ironman in Kona, I'll probably head on over to England and do the English Channel. And that's what I'm all about. There we go. If you live hardcore, you are hardcore.
Here you go. Finish the first round, VO2, as you guys can see. Now we have 10 minutes easier or so, and then we do it again. Whew. But before we do, we gotta refill glycogen stores. 100 grams of carbs in here. Whew. Some caffeine too. Exactly what we need. All right, let's do this. Here we go. Second round, last round. Although we do have the show you guys. We got 4 by 30 seconds at the end. Screen recording on the iPad so I can listen to the music with my new headphones. Code Parker Kurth to save. Anyway, the first 2.5 minute one interval was the worst last round, so hoping to sustain this round. Oh, Mamma Mia on the headphones. Mamma Mia. Just one look and I can hear the bell ring. Oh, Mamma Mia. Woo! Alright, I'm gonna knock the next 2 out, and then I'll have my dad come down and he'll record the last one. Take a little lactate reading too. Woo! Halfway.
Come on, 10 seconds.
$390. Let's see what. All right, Dad. What do you think? Over, under 7?
Under.
Under 7. Whew. Finished up the ride. Had some 30-second max efforts at the end there. Saw Lionel Sanders on Zwift. He responded to my messages. But now we're on the treadmill, watching the new Nick Bear video during my warm-up. And then we have 10 minutes worth of strides, and then a 25-minute build. It's called the Man versus Machine workout. Shout out to Nolan McKenna. You probably start at like 7.7 miles per hour, and then every minute at 0.1 for 25 minutes. Woo! We're on the TV, so just do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off, 5 times for 10 minutes. Probably should have turned the fan on. I meant 10 times, not 5 times. Each round's 1 minute, not 2. Whew. 5-minute pace. Now, 5 minutes easy or so, then we have the progression. Got Zwift pulled up for this part. 30 seconds, and then we're going to get into it. I'm going to start at 3% incline and 7.6 miles per hour at 0.1 every minute, and then after like 7 minutes or so I'll decrease the incline 1%, and I'll do that again, so we'll finish like 1%. Up to 8.9 miles per hour. Last minute. Well, we didn't do much of a recap after that run because I had to hop on a meeting as soon as it ended. Luckily, though, it was just a call, so I didn't have to be on camera. But it is now the end of the day. Did 10 miles of running total. And I wanted to give a big shout out to my good friend and athlete, Andrew, for bringing over some chocolate chip banana bread. And as you can see, this was full when he brought it, and a few hours later, it's half empty. So, good work, Andrew. Dad's cooking up dinner. What are we having, Dad?
Blackened tuna steaks.
Getting that protein in. Look at that. You had a good workout, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What did you hit today?
It was the upper body.
Upper body?
So, lats, chest, arms.
Mom is back from Europe.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. And you already went swimming?
She went swimming, yep.
She went swimming. I did some deadlifts at the gym today.
Sister kicked the heavy bag.
Sister, such an active family. That's where I get the genes from. But yeah, I'm gonna eat some dinner and then rest up. We got a fun swim workout tomorrow. Stay tuned to find out what it is.
One easy, 4 up to 6.
And then it goes up to 8.
Too easy.
Yeah.
Wait, it goes to 8.
Yeah, we skipped 7. So I think 6 is still 5 hard, 1 easy. And then 8 is 6 hard, 2 easy.
I'm just gonna follow you.
Yeah. We'll start off the hards doing on a 45-second base. And if we need to drop it to a 50, we will.
Alright.
Well,
I might be on paddles soon then. I thought.
You wanna hop in? We got 50-50s. 3,000? That's longer than what we're just doing 2,500. That's the only reason I'm at, what am I at? 17. I'm at 1750. So once we get to 4250, we're done.
Okay.
Because 2,500.
Got it. Follow you, man.
All right, we got 50-50s today on tap. It was actually only supposed to be 48, but then I added the 1 easy at the top and bottom to make it 50.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Like,
What's with 48?
Exactly. Yeah. All right, we'll go on the top here. The first one's on a minute, easy.
All right, good.
I'm
I'll make that one.
I'll try to pace the hard ones at like a 35, and then the easy ones at like 45 or so. All right. You want a circle?
No, I want to draft. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
circle,
yeah.
circle. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You might want to take your hat off eventually. It makes a difference.
Does it?
Yeah. All right. Ball. First one. One more.
Yep.
Easy. All right, 4 hard. On the bottom. 4 hard. Well. Last one.
Yep.
All right.
Hard one.
Last one. Last one, fast one. See where we can go.
Let's do it.
Oh. 31.77. All right, we got one more easy.
Yep.
Woo.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
Actually went, that was like kind of like a fun
You went by
workout.
pretty fast.
Yeah, having that one easy one, that really broke it up.
Yeah, for sure.
You're like, oh, only 5 hard. I can do that.
Yeah. I feel good about doing half.
Whew. Well, hopefully I remember to record some of that. Oh, a tough one, but 50-50s, done and dusted. Big shout out to Rob for joining me. And I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but Lionel Sanders actually followed me on Instagram yesterday. So I think I may be retiring from triathlon now, since, I mean, having him follow me, that compares to winning Kona. So really there's nothing left for me to do in this sport, so I might as well quit while I'm on top. But anyway, great workout today. Tough, but it actually went by really quick. Having that one easy every so often, that really helped break it up. But we held the 35s or so on the hards, and then 40s or so on the easies. Closed with, I think, well, like a 31 high, 32. So pretty happy with that. Now we're just getting some extra blood plasma on us, because the core temperature is already at 106, so spending a few minutes in the hot tub is exactly what we need. Rest of the day, pretty easy. We got a 2-hour aerobic ride, I think, and then about a 10-mile run. See how that goes. Hopefully 10 miles. But I'm gonna get out of here before we turn into what, SpongeBob or Patrick from SpongeBob SquarePants, you know, when they get all dehydrated. Anyway, water. Whew. That's sweat, that's not water right now. But yeah, I won't report much because, like I said, the workouts are relatively easy. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We got a hard day tomorrow. Hard bike, hard run, no swim though. Give the back an extra break, back and lats, before hard swim on Friday. Though the pool, man, it was like 83, so it was hot, 83, 84. Another reason why I was thankful it was 50s and nothing longer than that, because yeah, we're cooking. Heart rate got up there. Anyway, whew. See you guys tomorrow, unless something else interesting happens, which I will bring up the camera again. Whew. 85. Whew. Felt it today.
So we finished the bike, have the run to do, but I want to do a quick taste test. I got this on the feed. Cramp Fix Quick Shot. Although it only has 371 milligrams of sodium, so I'm not really sure how it's supposed to fix cramps. But I have the raspberry flavor, and then I also got an espresso flavor. But today we're just trying the raspberry flavor. That's terrible. Ugh. That's absurd. I'm not even finishing that. Oh. No. I may not even try the espresso flavor. Oh.
Is the lighthouse there, yeah? I don't think close the light, Ross! What is it? Go on, don't call for aid.
Thank you, Andrew.
Welcome everyone to today's workout, or the first workout of the day. As you guys can see, we have some 300 watt intervals coming up. We're actually going to be using lactate today. Coach wants us to be around 3.5 millimoles. Big gear as well, so 55 to 60 RPM. We'll do the first two at 300, and then we'll take some lactate and see if we need to go up or down. And then, yeah, we'll progress from there. I'll record the first two and do the last one. This one's gonna hurt a little. Legs are not fresh, but I'm hoping that banana bread with some honey will give us a little extra boost. And these headphones, man, these are, oh, I used to have the open ear ones. Oh, this makes a world of difference. Yeah, you can really get lost in it. We got the power. I really hope my lactate's high today. I don't want to have to go above 300 watts. Oh. We'll see. Umbrella under my umbrella. Woo! One down. I thought it was 5 by 5 minutes. When I realized it was 8, I almost went back to bed. The reason why I'm not taking lactate after this first one, because sometimes it takes a while for lactate to stabilize, either to get up to baseline or to come down after a warm-up. So just letting it level out a little bit, and I think we'll get a more accurate representation if we take it after the second interval. So based on heart rate, I think we're gonna have to up it. That's also why I'm waiting. So if I do have to up it, it's like 6 instead of 7 at higher power. All right, let's see where we're at. 3.0, not bad. We'll have to, we'll up it at 305. All right, I'm gonna end recording on this, and then, yeah, maybe get the last one or something like that. Woo! $320 left.
Your right toe looks like it's out.
Ah. This one's for you, Lionel.
Come
Take
on.
a lactate out here.
Hear the sound.
Yeah.
Hear the sound.
Woo. There you go.
What do you think?
Probably 3.8, I'd guess.
Oh!
0.8, right on. I know my body.
What is it?
3.9, and I'm making 1. I know his body. I've seen that body before. On to part 2 for today. We have a threshold run workout. Workout is 2 rounds of 4 by 3 minutes at threshold, 2 minutes easy. So I'm actually gonna try to target around the same heart rate, 150 to 155. And then after the first round of 4, I'll take lactate, hopefully be between 3.5 and 4, and then adjust from there. I'm doing these at 3% incline. So probably start off around 8.7 miles per hour, and then within the 3-minute intervals, every minute you add 0.1. So if I start at 8.7, minute 2 is 8.8, last minute's 8.9. See how this goes. Started at 8.5. One down, 7 to go. I'll show you guys the lactate after the 4th one. Alright, 4 down. Heart rate got a little high there at the end. I was pushing 160, but my run max heart rate is a bit higher than my bike max heart rate. So we'll see. We'll see what the lactate gods say. This is an expensive video. It's like 4 lactate strips. Man, like $8. If you guys want me to do more lactate testing, use code NVDM on all raw products. That'll help me afford more strips. 3.1, not bad. So, I don't know, we'll probably up it. We were starting at 8.5, so we'll start at 8.7. We'll up it 0.2. And then I'll test again at the end. We'll see how that goes. Also, banana. Well, we are done with the bike and run workouts for today. Gonna go lift weights in a bit here. But I got some packages I wanted to show you. Picked up some stuff from Cadence. They make like electrolyte products and whatnot, and like bubbly sparkling water. I love sparkling water. Let's see what I got. Oh, cream soda, citrus, and here we have Sleep. This is a Sleep formula. Peanut butter and jelly bars. I'm going to put these next to my bike. See what we have in here. Cola flavored sparkling hydration drink. I'm going to be trying these out. Very excited. But yeah, happy with how the workouts went today. 2 good threshold sessions. The second round of running, we did up the pace a little bit. Tried taking a lactate strip, but I got sweat all over it, so it didn't go through. But I felt pretty good, felt strong. And tomorrow we have hard swim. We'll see though. If it's 85 degrees again, I don't know what we're gonna do. But yeah, hopefully the legs will bounce back by the weekend because we got a hard weekend on tap. So
that's going to do it for today, I think, and we'll catch ya tomorrow. Sorry, one more video, or clip rather. I actually had another package come, and look what we have. Insta360 Go 3S. Excited to start using that for some footage as well, or to capture some footage. So big thanks to my friends over at Insta360 for sending that out. Very excited to try it out, let you guys know what I think. Maybe on the track workout Sunday, we'll give it a go. Good morning and happy Friday. You've made it to the pool, although so has everyone else, it seems like. Whole pool's full. Have to wait a bit, I guess, for a lane to open up. But you know what it means since it's Friday? It means it is Fuego Friday. We got our Fuego suit on. And we have a hard swim on tap. 24 100s, supposedly. We'll see how this goes. We're supposed to do them on 2 on a 130 base, 2 on a 125, 2 on 120. Then repeat that 4 times through. But if it's still 85 degrees, we might change it up a bit. I don't know. We'll see. I think we're swimming alone today. Although Brad's in here. Go Brad. How's it going, Brad? Hope my swim goes better than that. What's your stat? All right, warm-up's done. Before we get into the main set, 53 degrees. Bring down the core body temperature. Woo. Woo. All right. See, this is why I'll never see me do like Ironman Arizona or Indian Wells, because this is how cold the water is. And I could not do this for an entire Ironman. All right, core temps down. Let's go knock out these hundreds. I'm gonna start doing that before every hard workout. So the first 2 are on a 130, 125, and then a 120 base. Repeat that 4 times through. And then we'll throw in one more fast one at the end for 25 total. All right, last one, fast one. Let's see what we got. This one's bonus. It paused.
Of course it did. 113. Oh, 25. Yeah, I hurt. First half I was like 113s, and then like 112s, and then I fell off to like 115 at the end. Those two on the 120 killed me. Well, we finished the workout. We have finished the cool down in the hot tub. Thankfully, the water was a little bit colder today. The guy said it was like 83, so 2 degrees colder, and man, that made a huge difference. But I was gonna say I can't feel my back, but I can feel my back because it's so painful. My lats and my arms, my neck, my back, my entire upper body is trashed. But thankfully, that was the last hard swim for the week. Tomorrow is more of an easy recovery day. Easy recovery day in the pool, not on the bike. And Sunday we have a hard run. But anyway, rest of the day is pretty easy. Some biking, some running. Probably won't film much. Get some dry needling done. May record that. Anyway, we'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. Oh, I think I averaged 113s or so for the main set. I was between 112 and 115s or 114s for all of them. All right, we'll see you guys whenever.
For me, so embarrassing, just a really big obstacle in my development, my career. But now, like, yeah, I've been swimming with Sean and Holly's group. It's a great group. Sean's on deck multiple.
Happy Saturday. Jo, jeśli chcesz zkusić, leję na spanie. Jo, to dáš jeden do vody. Máš jeden packet do vody. Co?
Už v babičce.
Jo.
No, schválně nic.
Well, I recorded a bunch of the swim, but I deleted some footage from the camera that I thought was from the previous 2 days because I already edited it, so I didn't need it. But I guess I also deleted the footage from today's swim. So you guys don't get a nice B-roll of me swimming today, although it probably looked like I was drowning more than actually swimming. My entire body is pretty destroyed from yesterday's swim, but we got it done. 4.7K, which makes 24 for the week because we don't swim on Sundays anymore. Anyway, now we're gonna go get the famous 3 C's in us: carbs, caffeine, and calories. And then spend some time on the bike. 4 hours today, maybe a little bit over, we'll see. Got a bunch of endurance, then some threshold, maybe a little VO2. We'll see how the body's feeling. So, should be a good one. Yeah, I guess I'll pick up the camera once things start getting more interesting. Anything else I want to say on the swim? I'll put the workout up on screen so you guys can see what I did. I actually felt semi-decent at the end once the body warmed up.
Finishing the warm-up, got the 3 B's, bottles, bars, bananas. So up first we have 6 endurance intervals. First we are at 15 minutes, last year 10 minutes long. We're starting at 220 watts for the first 15-minute interval, and every interval after that increases by 10 watts. So the last 10-minute interval will be at 270. So we'll be touching, you know, zone 3 at the end. And then we'll get into the fun stuff. Three by 10 minutes left. Code NVDM. Only carb mix can dry scoop and not have a gag reflex. Boring part of the workout is done. Now we're on to the fun stuff. We have 4 rounds of 4 minutes at 285, 4 minutes at 300, and 2 minutes at 315. So 4 by 10 minutes left. It's gonna get spicy. It's gonna hurt. Time for some carbs. Ooh. There we go. This is hard. Woo! One down. Cheers. 2 down. All right, last round. I think that's like 150 carbs in the last 40 minutes. 2 gels, a banana, and like 80 grams of carbs in that flat. This one's gonna hurt. We got this. Here we go.
Three, two, one, go!
300 watts. So 8 sets of 5. 4 minutes of nothing. Yeah, this hurts. But guess what? We don't go down. We slap the paddle. Let's go! 325. Actually, no. 330. Ah! See where we're at. That hurt. I'll be there tomorrow morning. Woo!
Good morning. I'm a true influencer now.
+3. Warm-up's done, just about 5 miles, I think like 4.8, 4.9. Now the workout on tap, we have 8 rounds, so yeah, it's gonna be a long one. 8 rounds of 1K at kind of a threshold. So I'm gonna be targeting around 5:45 or so for those K reps. And right after the 1K, we have a minute rest and then a 400 fast. So hopefully around 5:15 pace for those. Then after the 400, we do a 200 jog and rinse and repeat 8 times through. I'm gonna try this thing out today. We'll see how it works. Now I have my dad on his bike. He's gonna record the first set, or first rep rather. We have 80 grams of carbs in here. I'm gonna sip on, and then 2 Mortons. I'm gonna take the caffeinated after rep 3, and this one after rep 6, or maybe after 5, we'll see. But so it's about 120 grams of carbs for this set, I think. 20 and yeah, so should be a good one. Legs are pretty shot, so we'll see how this goes. Alrighty. $3:35. $5:46 pace. All right. $1:15.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Whew. 1 round done. Now, yeah, 8 more or 7 more. Whew. I'm gonna take the camera equipment off now. It's like an extra 10 pounds.
Good workout.
3 down. How'd it go? Six down. Did it go? Or hurting? The 400s, man. That's kicking the butt. Whoa. 1 more. Yeah. 1:13. It felt like 58. Although, that being said, I don't know what a 58 feels like because I've never ran that. I think next week we bring out the spikes. Do some 200s and spikes. There we go. VO2 max, baby. Whew. Oh. Well, the day is done, which means the week is done because it's a Sunday. And thankfully, we all know that on Monday, everything resets, the body forgets everything that just happened, and we wake up reborn. No, but I'll do a quick little recap of the day and then of the week. I'll try to keep it short because I have a very important date with my boomstick here. We're gonna spend some lovely time together. So, like I said, I'll try to keep this short and sweet. Quick recap of the run workout. Really happy how that went, actually. The fact that I was able to run sub 5 minute pace, I guess if I haven't put the paces up already, every 1K rep was, actually pace was pretty much spot on between a 3:33 and a 3:35, so right at 5:45 pace, and then all of the 400s were at a 1:15, or they were between 1:15 and 1:13, so 5 minute pace or faster. And the fact that last week, I think it was, that I did 16 400s and only 4 of them were sub 5 minute pace, really stoked with that, especially since my body did not feel too good. I don't know what it was. I took the Pillar Performance magnesium sleep supplement last night. You know, I've been seeing so many ads about it. The podcast sponsored by it, so I picked some up on the feed. My sleep score was like you guys saw, it was like a 64, 65 or something like that. So if you're watching this and you feel like you really need to try that Pillar Performance, you want to get all, or you want to hop on that Pillar Performance train, don't worry about it. It's just a bunch of hype. I'm sure they're getting paid thousands of dollars to say all the great stuff they are. It's like AG1. But anyway, yeah, the body was feeling pretty wrecked, but we still managed to get it done. And it wasn't like this was a easy week either. I'll talk more about the week here in a second. But after the run, we came home, hopped on the bike for a bit, spun the legs, edited a reel. Then we went to the gym, did some weights, and then we hopped on the bike again because my best friend Lionel was lifting, so of course I had to join him. And I actually got him to subscribe to the YouTube channel, so big thanks to Lionel. Now I'm pretty sure I have Christian, Gustav, and Lionel all subscribed to my YouTube channel, so I'm pretty much the biggest YouTube channel in triathlon, I guess. Is that what it makes me? Comment down below if I am.
Subscribe, like, and have fun.
That is. Anyway, and then we hopped in the bath for about 20 to 25 minutes. Got that heat going, that blood plasma going. I've been 100% heat adapted every single day this week. I'm still at 100, so I'm pretty stoked on that. But now, talking about the week, I'll put the week totals up, including my 2 hours of strength training. I'm pretty sure I had 35 hours on the week. So let's see, we did 2 hours of strength training, 5 hours of swimming 24,000 yards in 5 days because I didn't swim on Thursday and Sunday, 66 miles of running, 8 hours and 45 minutes, and then 19 hours all on the trainer. 467 miles if you care about distance. Now this may not be my highest volume week. I think I have hit 70 miles of running in the past with similar bike and more swimming. However, I do believe this is my most intense week that I can remember, at least. I've never had 3 hard bike sessions that I nailed, 3 quality run sessions that I nailed, and 3 hard swim sessions that I've nailed. So I am over the moon about that. And, you know, I am sore, but in terms of like niggles injury-wise, this is the best I've actually felt since my Ironman Texas prep. So super stoked on that. And honestly, I think a large reason behind that is my fueling. I have put on, you know, a couple of pounds since Ironman Texas, and I do think that has made a difference in terms of recovery and performance. I have been eating a lot more fueling every session, even if like when I look at it, I don't think of it as a super hard session. I still fuel it as it is a key session. Just because even though I know I don't need necessarily the carbs to finish that session, for the next session and the recovery and the session after that and after that, I do think it has played a huge role. So just eating more in general, before workouts, during workouts, and after workouts. Like today for that run, I took in, 120 grams of carbs during the 8-9 mile workout. In the past, I probably would have had one gel halfway through that workout. And I ate a lot more before the workout than I usually would have in the past. So I do think that has made a big role. I'm not going into these sessions, depleted. Maybe a little bit, honestly, but I'm trying my hardest to stay on top of it and just, that's why I have, a tub of raw fuel next to me on the bike. I have bags full of raisins and dates and whatnot, because when the thought crosses my mind, should I take an extra gel? Should I have an extra handful of raisins? Should I have another scoop of raw fuel? I always just say yes, and that has made a huge difference. So definitely, up in the fueling. And honestly, watching speaking of Lionel, watching his video has really had a big impact on me in a positive way, and just being okay with fueling more, putting on a little extra weight. So if you're watching this and that's been something you struggle with or you're not too sure about, then honestly, fuel more. It won't hurt you. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, my boomstick is just waiting to be used. This is called
The boomstick.
I got this, I don't know how many years ago. I forget how heavy it is, but it's heavy. It's super heavy. So I'm going to go spend some time with this, eat some good food, finish editing this video. Oh, and also, I know this is a longer video, but I haven't made any of these or a longer video like this in quite some time. And whenever usually Sunday night, I'm like, oh, I should probably film a week of training video next week. And then I always think to myself, oh, it's so much work. Because I probably spend like an hour to 2 hours a night editing all the footage. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it. But then as soon as I start, I find myself actually really enjoying it. And also, I've made some changes. I did buy a music subscription. So if you guys like the music, if you guys notice some difference in the music, please let me know. But as I was saying, I actually find myself really enjoying it. I'm not going to lie, I do push myself harder during the workouts when the camera's rolling. It does, like yesterday on that bike workout, I probably wouldn't have gone up to 330 watts if I wasn't filming this. But it's what gets the clicks. And, an little extra ad revenue doesn't hurt. That being said, I have probably made, I think I'll make like $30 this week from not this week, I wish, this month from ad revenue. So I'm not rolling in the dough over here. But hey, maybe one day, maybe if Lionel invites me over to his place in Tucson. So Lionel, if you're watching this, more than happy to come out with my
The boomstick.
That is one thing you didn't mention in your recovery video.
The boomstick.
You want to look into. I saw you use red light therapy, that bone stimulator. Speaking of red light, I got to go use mine. But this boomstick, man, get you one of these. I'm sure that will help solve your problems. But as I was saying, if you want me to come out in your pain cave, I know you do a lot of indoor training. Like I said, I did 19 hours of riding inside. Not many triathletes can handle that. But me, speaking of, I do want to mention, I don't have them down here. They're upstairs, I think. But my headphones, the Zwift H2O headphones, those have been a game changer. Man, you put the noise canceling on, you turn the volume up, you can't hear a thing. You get locked in. Those have been, talk about a performance booster. If you guys haven't tried them, I got a discount code you can use. I think it's like Parker Kurth, something like that. I'll put it up on screen. But yeah, they're not super cheap. They're like $250, but you get $50 off with the code, so $200. There's a reason why Lionel is using them. Yeah. If that doesn't add an extra 5 watts to your FTP, shoot me a text and I will refund you them. How about that? Well, not all of them, but I'll give you 50% back. And listen to what it says when you turn them on.
Swift and H2O audio. Right on.
Yeah. But as I was saying, Lionel, if you want me to come out, train with you in Tucson, more than happy to come out. I love the heat. I'm 100% heat adapted. I train inside. I ran 50 miles inside yeah, it's like I was born to go train in Tucson with you. So anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next. I think next week I'm just gonna do a weekend of training. I got a fun run workout that's not just me running in circles, so I think I'm gonna film that. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Let me know what you guys want to see though, seriously. And as always, drop any comments below. I love interacting with you guys. And if you ever see me on Zwift, give me a ride on.